Welcome to the shooting show. This week we follow Top Gun Geoff Garrod, not at the pigeons, but on a driven game day. Plus we bring you all the latest news from the shooting world. We're deep into the game season, and today we've got a memorable shoot day lined up. Gamekeeper Geoff Garrod turns gun for the day and he's raring to go. But some typical British weather has decided to show up too. Things are never easy on the shooting show.
Right, we're at Rickling Hall Farms, courtesy of Bernard Tubby, a good friend of mine who runs a little shoot on here on the farm that he works on. They have 4 days shooting. Normally weather's not as bad as this, but that's just part of shooting. You get a wet day, yeah, it's all an invitation shoot only, and we're looking to have an enjoyable day. Eley Zenith, 20 bores. Giving these a try out today as well. See how they go. Have some good reports. We'll find out later on today.
Geoff's loaded up with Eleys and we've loaded up with lens cloths. Time to brave the rain and see what the day brings. Geoff's first peg places him at the end of the line. And to start with, most of the birds head for the middle, but eventually some spot comes our way. His neighbour might be getting most of the birds, but Geoff can appreciate the keeping effort that's gone into this drive. Another one for Geoff rounds it off.
Nice start today, bit wet, but like I say, outside gun, wind's blowing very strongly from my left to right, which is pushing a lot of the birds over the main line of guns, which is where you want them through the middle. Did kill a couple of nice ones to me right, one over my head and 2 to me left. So pleased with that start today, considering I was on the end of the line.
The guns are in good form as the rain fails to dampen their spirits. Still, they'll appreciate a bit of shelter as the gun bus turns up.
Right, hitting the dry. It's a bit of fun. That's when you can't see up the other end, you know, it gets a bit steamy. Oh, you alright? I think trying to change gear with the brake. I think, yeah.
Having survived the journey, we decamp for drive 2. Geoff's moving up the line into a prime position, so let's see what comes. The beaters push through, but the drive is a quiet one overall.
Well, that's a disappointment for Bernard, because that particular drive, normally we see 30 or 40 pheasants in there, and they're some of the high flyers. They normally come out and go there, but the birds that are in there today, with the wind, were coming out, and just the wind was just keeping them wide of the guns, and they're going low, so I think he'd probably be disappointed with that one. But there's a couple of good ones shot through the middle of the line, and we were slightly out of it on the outside here, but there you go, that's how it is today. Come on in, heel, heel, heel.
A few minutes of much needed warmth precedes the third drive.
Right, let's get 2. Move up 3, so I'll move up 4.
Move up 3, come back 2.
Well, what I can say so far is the birds that I've shot, or the cartridge that I fired at the birds, I've killed very cleanly, comprehensively. So at the moment, I'm very pleased with them. But I've only had, a few shots yet, but so far so good, liking them.
This species isn't on the shooting list today, but we shortly get the chance to tackle the traditional winged quarry.
There's a nice drive there, outside drive there. A couple of birds, cock pheasant and a hen pheasant, killed nicely, and thankfully the rain seems to be easing up a little bit as well.
Things are looking promising. Though Geoff's stationed at the end of the line once more, the wind may work for him.
We're number 8, right on the end of the line. The wind's blowing in the backs right here. We've got a piece of cover comes up the hedge in front of us to the gap. I'm hoping that some of the fence will come out and swing back down to the belt behind us, but being it's an awkward wind for today, so anything could happen really.
Here things really start to kick off. We're getting bird after bird, and Geoff gets the chance to round it off with the left and right. No mistake from Mr. Garrod. This is a real bumper drive. Hats off to the keepering team.
That's a better drive. I think I shot 8 there, possibly 9, but I've definitely hit one that's got over there that will need a dogman to look for. What I can see is very impressed with the Eley Zenith cartridges. Killed 2 really nice pheasants there. 28 gram 5 shots. Yeah, I'm getting to like these more and more I shoot them.
Billy, good boy, Billy. Come on, good boy. Good boy.
Geoff's clearly enjoying himself, and we're not finished yet.
Well done, thank you very much.
As we rendezvous with the rest of the guns, Geoff can't keep the smile off his face.
Then they get stuck in that dinner every one when they come out to you.
It's the first time I've actually used them today, and I'll tell you what, they've got some poke, haven't they? Very impressed by them.
Did you get that?
Yeah, well done, James.
One minute.
I've got me bin.
Having dried off our camera equipment over lunch, we're ready to go again. Geoff's looking forward to it as much as anyone.
Do 1, 2, 3's this side, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What we've got now, we've got drives called petticoats, and the beaters go into the wood, they push it along, there's a bit of game cover behind that hedge there, and they push the game cover up, birds come out back to this wood here, or back to this wood here, and the pegs are lined just this side of that hedge. So it's actually right for wind for this one, because the wind's blowing this way, so it's I think roughly a southeasterly wind at the moment. The rain's still persisting, but it's gone from heavy rain to light, sort of light drizzle now, but it's still here, and I can see that the evening's going to come in fairly quick now because it's very overcast. But I think we've just got 2 drives to do this afternoon, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a nice afternoon before it gets too dark.
With few opportunities coming Geoff's way on this drive, he turns from shooter to commentator.
Well, that was a good exhibition of shooting there by Michael Watson, who killed 3 or 4 really nice birds, and it was even wonderful piece of exhibition shooting there by Mark Tubby, who missed 3 or 4 birds cleanly. We'll have to go through that in the post-mortem at the end of the day.
You won't be able
That was that one going over Mark. That's what he was going to shoot it, Mark. Shoot it, Mark. Right, leave it, Mark. Leave it.
That's the last command I heard just before I fired. Leave it.
Right, this is a farm drive or last drive. Traditionally, this one's done last drive of the day. There's a belt of trees that goes all the way around the farm. They bring it round down the belt there into this last bit here. Birds flash back over the farmyard across the field here. Normally it's a good drive, but weather conditions today, how bad they've been, can't promise anything on a day like today. But fingers crossed, we should have a few shots here.
Geoff chambers a pair of Eley Zeniths in readiness for the last beat. A lone pigeon shows up right on cue to start things off, and the pigeon guru just can't resist it.
That couldn't have been any more obliging, couldn't it?
Shot.
Back to the more usual game birds, and Geoff's picking these off with finesse too. Expertly judging the lead, Geoff picks out another one.
I think that's it.
And that's the end of the drive. We've witnessed a more than worthwhile day's shooting in the rain. It's been anything but a washout.
That was a nice drive to finish up with. shot, killed 5, hit 2, which hopefully will let the dogman will pick up, that's gone back over the top there. Just didn't quite get up the front end of those, but they've got a nice curl on them, so a nice finish to the day, although it's, as we all know, it's been a wet, miserable day. I do feel sorry for Bernard, who tries his best to put a good day on, but the weather's been against it today. But all in all, enjoyable day. Yeah. Very pleased with the new Deer Hunter shooting coat. Had it on all day. It's a nice coat to be wearing. It's kept me warm, it's kept me dry, and more important for me, it's been a coat that I can shoot, put the gun up, no hindrance at all, and all in all, it's a very good jacket. The cartridges, Eley Zenith cartridges, first time I've used them today on game, and I can only just say that I'm very impressed with them. Killed some really good birds, good decent birds, long distance birds, and killed them dead. And I know that might sound silly to say, but you know, when you're hitting birds at 30-35 yards and you're taking a little puff of feathers out, you know you're on them, you're killing them. And felt wads as well, because I do like shooting felt wads. These are a very, very good cartridge. Very impressed with them.
The bag, Geoff, was 73 head, and the shots were 190. Meaning Gino wins the booth. We won the shots in the dog.
Geoff Garrod making the best of a wet day there. And now, it's the Shooting Show News.
This is the Shooting Show News. The Clay Shooting Classic will take place at Southdown on the 1st to the 4th of June. The biggest and most popular independent clay shoot in Europe returns once again, this time heading south to sunny Sussex. It also sees a change of day, with the competition taking place from Thursday to Sunday, giving more people a chance to participate. As usual, there'll be a huge prize pot that attracts some of the best shooters in the land. Pick up a copy of Clay Shooting magazine for more details. Chris Packham is in the dock once again. This time he's made a serious gaffe relating to the shooting of waders in the UK. On Twitter, he linked shooting with the decline in lapwing numbers, despite lapwings not being on the quarry list. He's since apologised, but nevertheless faces calls to be dropped from all BBC nature programming. BASC's Christopher Graffius said it was disappointing that the BBC continues to employ somebody who spouts such extremist views. The Home Office is trying to introduce new licence fees for shooting clubs. A new consultation recommends introducing a fee of £1,050 for the approval of a new shooting club and £900 for a renewal. In addition, it says Olympic pistol shooters should be charged £470 for a licence. BASC said it was surprised and disappointed by the proposals and would campaign against them. Follow the link on screen to respond to the consultation yourself. And finally, the British Shooting Show is nearly here. Taking place at Stoneleigh on the 10th to the 12th of February, this all-in-one shooting extravaganza is now less than 4 weeks away. If you want to load up on new shooting gear after the end of the game season, this is the place to do it. Industry giants such as Browning, Seiko, Swarovski, Ruger, Krieghoff and many more will be there. We'll be roaming the aisles over the show's 3 days to bring you the biggest news straight away. That was the Shooting Show News.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if you're not a member of BASC, it's time to join now. BASC, looking after your sport, looking after you. This has been The Shooting Show.